Sustainable agricultural practices are very important in aiding the environment and protecting our futures. There are many different ways to farm sustainably, but in this video, we will be focusing on 10 main ones: soil conservation, soil reclamation, preserving soil fertility, pest management, industrialized versus subsistence farming, polyvarial cultivation, polycultural cultivation, intercropping, and agroforestry, and genetically modified versus non-GMO crops.
Soil conservation is a valuable way to farm sustainably. There are 5 different ways to do it: conservation, tillage, crop rotation, contour plowing, strip cropping, and terracing. These strategies help increase crop yield in a healthy and safe way, as well as decreasing soil erosion.
The next strategy we will look at is soil reclamation. In soil reclamation, there are 2 steps. First, stabilizing the land to prevent further erosion, and second, restoring the soil's fertility. This can be done by planting rows of trees to reduce the effect of wind on the soil. This is called shelter belts.
Next, we will look over preserving soil fertility. The soil's fertility can be preserved through the use of organic and inorganic fertilizers. Organic fertilizers consist of animal manure, crop residue, bone meal, and compost, but only become available to the crops as it decomposes. It also helps improve water movement into the soil and gives it structure. Inorganic fertilizers are manufactured from chemical compounds and are fast-acting, but easily leach and pollute groundwater.
Now we will cover pest management. The main approach to this issue is the Integrated Pest Management System, or the IPM. The IPM is an environmentally conscious approach to pest management and operates by using current information on pests' interactions with their environment to use the least amount of chemicals and avoid hazard to people, animals, and the environment.
Next, we will focus on industrialized and subsistence farming. Industrialized agriculture is a more modern way of farming and uses more technology. Because of this, it requires large capital input but less labor and land. It uses a lot of fossil fuels. Subsistence farming is more traditional, which means it is more dependent on labor and uses larger amounts of land. Some characteristics of subsistence farming are shifting cultivation, nomadic herding, slash and burn agriculture, and intercropping. While characteristics of industrialized agriculture are machines, chemical fertilizers, irrigation systems, and pesticides.
Now we will take a look at polyvarietal cultivation. Polyvarietal cultivation means planting a plot consisting of several genetic variations of the same crop. The benefits of this include diversity to aid success, decreased likelihood of bugs eating all the plants, and minimalizing the need for fertilizers and irrigation.
Next, we will look at polycultural cultivation. Polycultural cultivation is growing a variety of crops on one farm site. The benefits of this include decreasing the appeal to pests and maintaining the soil in a more optimized fashion.
Now we will look at intercropping. Intercropping is the process of planting 2 or more different crops on one plot of land. The benefits of this includes pest control, self-sufficiency, and full use of fertilizers for nutrients.
Next, we will cover agroforestry. Agroforestry is when crops and trees are planted together. This can help improve water and air quality, soil health, and wildlife habitats. An example of this is how grains or legumes can be planted by fruit-bearing trees.
Finally, we will look at genetically modified versus non-GMO crops. There are many pros and cons for each side. Some pros of GMO crops are less fertilizer and water, increased resilience, faster growth, better flavor, and decreased use of pesticides. Some cons include unpredictable ecological effects, new allergens in foods, and lower nutrition and genetic diversity.